APC Technologies. We're here at World Hydrogen North America Conference doing interviews with thought leaders and some pretty smart people about the hydrogen economy and the hope it has. Our sponsors are, of course, APC Technologies, World Hydrogen Leaders, and, of course, H2 Scan, whose advanced sensing technology for the hydrogen economy. Things are changing rapidly, and you will hear some amazing things from amazing people who are decarbonizing the world and who are moving hydrogen forward. So join us. Enjoy these interviews. My next guest is Franz Petzold. He is the business development leader, king, whatever it is, of Clariant, which is a company I just found out was formed in the 1800s.
Yes, 1857 indeed. That's our pedigree.
So you're a relatively new company in the industry.
Somewhat.
Yeah, tell me how you got involved in it and just why. And
well, I've been with this company for 12 years now. I started out in R&D actually there. So and with the, let's say, the blue hydrogen wave that's coming in, that is also subject of this conference here. I came down to Houston. I'm originally from Germany, as you can tell by my accent.
Oh, I thought you were from South Georgia.
South Georgia, exactly. To lead our efforts here for North America, especially in the Gulf Coast.
Okay, so are you located here now?
I live in Houston now, yes.
Okay, so you just came in this morning.
Indeed.
So we're going to get back to something on the roll on that, but I wrote an article several months ago, and it got published a lot of places, but it was Hydrogen Hype or Hope. And obviously Clariant's been in business a long time. You made a move to come from Germany here. Talk about that issue of hype, because there's a lot of new money coming in, government money, or hope that we're actually on the cusp of decarbonization.
Yes, indeed. There's hype with this, certainly.
Okay.
But we're betting on the hope portion. And we have good data showing that this is indeed taking off, and this is a substantial move in this industry. So I would say since the 50s, every 10, 15 years, you have like grant money inserted by governments and so forth. But then it flattens out, never happened, anything with it. So, but this time it's really different. So we see an industry response to the blue hydrogen, let's say, request for sure. There could certainly be a little more help and more collaboration with government entities and so forth. But we see this thing as it has a life of its own by now, and it will come. So that's why we're setting ourselves up.
Commercialization of projects is important because the government, especially here in the United States with the IRA, they really want to collaborate with projects that are either commercialized and can now go to scale, or close to commercialization and then go to scale. It's the first time I've ever seen the government grant process be focused there. They're not willing to look at some new startup that says, hey, if you give me $1 million, I can do this. They're really looking for things that can go to scale. Talk a little bit about Clariant and how you all are involved in commercial projects now, or ones that are just about ready to come on stream. Obviously, you moved here for a reason.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I can talk about all those projects yet.
Okay.
There will be some announcement soon.
Okay.
So let's say Clariant's contribution to this is obviously in a more mature industry. So you have a lot of green hydrogen companies here, presenting their spiel, which is again what we need as in the future for our species eventually.
Yeah.
But the bridging technology will be the blue hydrogen, the colors. So this is a syngas.
Why is that? Why is the bridging technology a technology that we're hoping goes away? Yeah, scale. Okay.
Scale. So we need hydrogen now, and we need it fast. If you look at the green ramp up, even if you're very optimistic, it's going to take a while. So and we need something that's readily employable, so deployable. I'm sorry.
Okay.
At scale. So the hydrogen industry already works, for years and years with steam methane reforming. So there will be a couple of new flow sheets to the reforming process, and I will actually talk about that in my presentation later on today.
Okay.
However, the syngas approach to deliver reliable hydrogen/ammonia, methanol, you name it, all the blue molecules at the scale. That's what we're helping with.
So you just mentioned the syngas, the ammonia. There seems to be at this conference a lot more I'm going to use the word hype, but a lot more hype about, ammonia is the future for storage. You know, you can take 3 hydrogen molecules, and just a lot of things about that. Talk a little bit about ammonia's role in this whole process.
Yeah. So storing and transporting the hydrogen, even the green hydrogen, let's say, how are you going to bring the Chilean wind and sunshine or the Australian sunshine up to Japan or Europe, you know, the big consumers of energy. Right. So storing hydrogen in the form of ammonia, basically turning it into ammonia, again, where Clariant comes in, even with green hydrogen. So you generate the hydrogen, turn it into ammonia with a ammonia synthesis catalyst, best in class, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll have the ammonia molecule right now in our hands.
I told him not to advertise it. He just best in class. Good job. Good job.
You can ship that then wherever you want.
Right.
You know, the world knows how to handle ammonia. We know how to ship it, how to handle it, how to store it.
Doing it a while.
So there's an industry already, that knows how to handle it. So we'll just expand that basically. So you'll have lots more receiving capacity at ports up north, and from there you will then crack it back into hydrogen. So then disperse amongst the consuming areas, the industries right there. So, and the cracking also is catalytically, by the way. So this is why we're playing in this field.
The infrastructure is already there, as you say. So it isn't something new because they have been transporting hydrogen a long time. But to do everything that we want to do is going to take a lot of collaboration with ports. Mm-hmm. You're going to have more production.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about collaboration and how Clariant approaches it.
Yeah, so we are an independent catalyst manufacturer, so we do not have our own technology, so we cannot, offer you an ammonia plant or so. Other people can do that. So we collaborate with industrial partners, the big ones, let's say KBR, Air Liquide for methanol, which is also a marine fuel interest. So we basically have technology partners that we work with, and in those consortiums, with the off-takers, the technology providers, the people that run the plants, and catalyst providers, and other people that go into the supply chain. That's what it takes to make this scale a reality.
So, and I love that because nobody's going to do it alone, and most of those people that you talked about are already there. They've been doing something a long time now. It's just bringing some of the smartest people together to do it.
As you said, we're not there yet with all the infrastructure that's needed, but the kind is already there. Right. We don't have to invent something new. Right. We just have to expand it and modulate it a little bit. But it's a mature industry already that we just have to expand and make sure it's blue, that the carbon dioxide is indeed sequestered properly, and that's what we're working on.
So if you think about, I'm going to take you down a completely different path, okay? Sure. Europe has energy insecurity as a result of Ukraine. They're now realizing it, particularly Germany in a big way. North America and maybe Middle East and Asia, they want to decarbonize because it's better for the planet. We all want to live on this earth together. But do you think that the risk part of this that Europe is facing is pushing it further and faster, that we're all going to learn from it? But do you think there's more effort to make it work? Because we need to make it work sooner in Europe.
Yes. Great point. The Russo-Ukrainian war has sped things up tremendously. So the trajectory was already there, the industry response is there, but now with the European, let's say, special case, things are speeding up quite rapidly. So especially in Germany, you see the terminals, the receiving terminals for synthetic natural gas or liquefied natural gas. They're also working on basically receiving the other blue molecules in the future. So those setups are being worked on as we speak. So it's speeding things up to help Europe with its energy insecurity, as you mentioned. So and there's regions. We're in one of them, let's say North America, which they are blessed with all the wind and sunshine, but also the blue aspects of things. So America has fossil fuel, we're in the energy capital of the world here, right?
So we're in Houston.
So exactly.
We are bathing in oil.
Exactly. So we have the hydrocarbons here.
Yeah.
And we have the technology and the expertise concentrated here at the Gulf. So, and you can sequester here also very closely and cheaply. You have existing infrastructure already to pump the relevant molecules around in this area, which needs to be expanded, of course, but you already have a good start. So the US is slated for being a big exporter of energy, no matter the color of the hydrogen or the molecule in question, to those energy-hungry population centers like Europe and Japan, Korea, those areas.
Excellent. So, Franz, thank you so much. It's been brilliant. Great interview.
Thank you very much.